Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our daily news, everyday news, breaking news on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. Subscribe to the channel. Remember, guys, to like, share, and comment. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Prince Mila Entertainment on Instagram, on Facebook, Prince Mila Entertainment. We are available on our Facebook group, which is a Prince Mila Entertainment TV. Also on Twitter, it's a P Mila ENT. We follow back on Twitter. And welcome to another edition of our daily news, everyday news, breaking news. Today is the 3rd of November 2021. And so yesterday morning we said ED was going to be addressing at a COP26 and in the morning. And Saka Wakazo address our later on and yesterday. And so here's the latest. President Emerson Mnangagwa yesterday addressed an almost empty auditorium at the climate change COP26 summit in Glasgow, Scotland. Mnangagwa made his address before empty seats, as he did all the leaders who delivered their addresses during the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. slot. Over 120 heads of state and 25,000 delegates are attending the summit. As Mnangagwa was addressing, scores of UK-based Zimbabweans were picketing outside the conference room, denouncing him over the country's bad human rights record, while others extolled him for his re-engagement efforts in the face of adversity. This is not the first time Mnangagwa is addressed an empty auditorium. In September 2019, he addressed a nearly empty 1,800-seater auditorium at the 74th UN General Assembly in New York. It is not customary that state presidents would address packed auditoriums, as many leaders would be following proceedings from other venues or attending other ongoing events elsewhere. In his address yesterday, Mnangagwa said Zimbabwe was battling the effects of climate change, which had resulted in several droughts and cyclone-induced floods. It is most unfortunate that the impact of climate change is causing vulnerable communities that have contributed the least to the current stock of atmospheric carbon, he said. Vulnerable countries must therefore be capacitated to mitigate, adapt, and build resilience to climate change. The expectation is that the major emitters will scale up mitigation action and show greater interest. Decisions at the COP26 should strengthen the implementation of current national determined contributions. It is further imperative that the set emissions reduction targets are anchored on supporting, financing, and equipping countries to gradually and sustainably migrate from fossil to renewable energy. He added, notwithstanding that as a country we are a net sink, I'm pleased to highlight that Zimbabwe has revised its nationally determined contributions, a committed conditional 40% per capita greenhouse gas emissions reduction targeted by 2030. Comprehensive strategies are being implemented towards mainstream climate change adaptation and resilience across all sectors of our economy. Mnangagwa repeated the call for the lifting of sanctions. Social media users reacted differently to Mnangagwa's address, with some saying he did not deserve an audience at the climate change summit since his government was contributing to environmental hazards. Mnangagwa's government has been widely criticized for approving the construction of houses on wetlands and unsustainable mining activities, particularly by Chinese companies, with detrimental effects to the environment. Presidential spokesperson George Aramba, posting on his Jamanda2 Twitter handle, said there was nothing untold about the empty auditorium during Mnangagwa's address. Absolutely confusing in terms of who the audience for UN summits are, he said. The unschooled think the audience is in the immediate auditorium of delivery, quite said, embarrassing in fact. Meanwhile, opposition MDC Alliance leader Nelson Chamisa said his party had a clear climate change policy that spoke to the creation of new jobs in renewable energy industries to reduce the frequency of extreme weather shocks like cyclones. Bold acceleration towards more sustainable methods of generating energy, manufacturing goods, transportation, urban development, and farming need to be taken by all countries. Net zero emissions by 2050 is the target, Chamisa said in a statement. As the next government, our climate change policy is clear. While the journey to net zero by 2050 appears doubting, it represents a unique opportunity for Zimbabwe to create new jobs in new industries like renewable energy electric vehicles, smart farming, and green manufacturing. So guys, that's the latest here regarding to the picture which was circulating, or a video which was circulating yesterday of ED speaking at the COP26 and in Scotland. And people were making fun of it. Some people were saying the man doesn't need audience because whatever he's gonna be talking about is absolutely rubbish. And some people were saying you know what, vanhu vari kungotry kuda kungotanisha image ED. Like in this instance, someone else said kungoti chete people have certain narrative, people are trying so hard to push their own agenda, and he's saying Boris Johnson had the same audience when he was addressing. Other people saying that this is lies, and anyway, if it is what you think, celebrating the empty chairs, then it's not an insult to President Edi Mnangagwa, but an insult to you as a Zimbabwean. And many people are actually defending Edi. They are saying, you know what, the media is trying to push a narrative here regarding to that picture or that video which was circulating on social media. And so someone wrote that you should have addressed those 100 Budlika you went with. Some people saying most don't recognize him as Zimbabwean president, and someone here wrote that who cares, no one's losing a sleep because you don't recognize him as your president. And you know, people are talking about Kukura because most of the people who are demonstrating outside the COP26, we were talking about genocide here Kukura. I think Takamushara yesterday that 80% of those people who were protesting outside, you know, against ED were from Midlands and Matabeleland, who are based in the UK. Then someone there wrote that when you see such headlines meant to tarnish and embarrass our head of state with false information, then you know that as an individual Zimbabweans, we are going nowhere. People from other countries don't celebrate downfalls of one of their own. We may have our own differences internally, but when we are out there, let us know that we are each other keeper and project a united image. And this is why someone else saying what we are Zimbabweans before anything else, before ZANU-PF or MDC Alliance or MGCT, Zimba first. We must show a united front, not kunyora my headlines akanzi ED address in an empty auditorium. Just imagine. And so some people are saying you know, people are really desperate out there, you know, of actually wants to tarnish ED's image or Zimbabwe's image, or they're trying by all means to bring ED down, you know, because you know, they're benefiting from whatever is happening in Zimbabwe at the moment. And I think I was told here before that avadi kuti Zimbabwe inake, vati Zimbabwe ingoramba iri zvairi because vari kubenefit a lot from the ongoing situations. And saka ngatitaure in the comment section. This is a daily news, everyday news on breaking news. And people are even saying kuti some people are really desperate for a negative spin on his successful trip. Shame on them. And so he's shaming everybody. Varikutaura zvisirizo pamusana paED vari ku Scotland in Glasgow there. And so guys, this is daily news, everyday news on breaking news. Ngatitaure in the comment section. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also our Facebook group. It's all about ED's speech yesterday, which he did at the UN climate conference. People are not talking about what he said. People are talking more about that auditorium. Saka chikutonzi vaka address empty seats. And saka I don't know what zvinoshamisa here kana kuti chi, but people are just talking about nyaya yevanhu kuti seminge musina vanhu. And some people are saying kuti maybe other heads of state, they don't take Zimbabwe serious, and other people are saying, you know what, he deserves it. Other people are saying, you know what, people are just want to try and tarnish the Zimbabwean image out there. And so ngatitaure in the comment section. Remember guys to like, share and comment. And this is daily news, everyday news, breaking news on Prince TV. Bless up.